Give me a break, man.
Hello everyone, it's Victor from the Give Me a Flake Man channel with my guest today. Please identify yourself.
Hey, this is the Mexican Samurai, Tino.
Tino, the Mexican Samurai 100, right?
That's it.
Right. Now I see you're drinking a beverage there. What is your beverage?
Hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate, beer.
No alcoholic beverages for me, sir.
You don't drink at all, huh?
I don't drink. I don't indulge. I don't do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you ever?
Never.
Impressive.
Never, ever.
Because you look like you throw back some.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. But no, I don't drink. I've never done it before.
It's good.
I guess it was a crowd that I hung around. You know, we were into sports and other things, but, you know, we just didn't indulge in the alcohol or the, you know, the reefer and what have you. You know,
I don't know what that could possibly mean, but... Well, everyone, listen. The reason I've invited Tino here tonight is Tino's a new vlogger, and you know I love to introduce new vloggers to my subscribers. And let's get a little information on you. How long have you been on YouTube?
On YouTube, as a matter of fact, exactly a year.
A year?
Exactly a year. It was right after graduation of the elementary school class that I had last year, and I started my first channel, which was Roman Dad 100.
Roman Dad 100.
And that's basically for teachers who use my videos when I'm not in class.
Right.
So,
and I got to tell you guys who are interested in English teaching, I was really inspired to see how he used an iPad to teach kids. Really cool, really a lot of fun, and actually, you're one of the reasons I bought an iPad as well.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Because I thought, wow, that's another good reason, another reason to rationalize my purchase.
I don't know how other teachers do without it. I really don't. I mean, because it's like I use this for so many different things, especially flashcards. Okay.
Right.
You might find yourself, digging through the box for flashcards before your classes and what have you. If you got the iPad, boom, 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 you can just download pictures off the internet.
So that's great. Now, another reason I asked Tino, I want to call you Roman because I thought that was your name for a long time. That's your son's name, actually.
That's my son.
Right. And the other reason I asked Tino is because he's been here almost as long as I have. I think from the people I know here on YouTube, I think Mully's been here the longest, Warmoth Strat. Then about 6 months later, a year later, me, and then you, 6 months or a year later.
Okay.
So I'm going up on my 21st year, I think, this year.
Oh, yeah, me too, as a matter of fact.
So I'm 44 now, and you are, is that...
I will be 47 this year in September.
And this guy looks younger than me, so he's obviously doing something right. This is probably one of the problems,
That might be it.
I didn't drink for 1 week. Yeah, I got to do the hot chocolate, but it's the same result in the end. But I didn't drink for 1 week at all. And which is not much, I know. It's like, well, you haven't drunken for your whole life, but I got a lot of work done.
Oh, well, that's good.
I wasn't sleepy. I go home, I have a beer, I get a little sleepy, nod off.
Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah, whatever keeps you going,
Right. As long as we stay young, right?
That's it.
Which is what Eric Surf 6 is always telling me. And he's in our age group as well. But anyway, we're the grandfathers of YouTube in a way, regardless of how long we've been here. And what got you on YouTube?
Well, like I said, my graduating class of last year, okay, they were leaving, and I really wanted to leave something of me where they could access me on YouTube and, just review a lot of the lessons that we did over the years. So a lot of kids, they still go on YouTube and they look at my lessons and what have you. And the main purpose for me going on, like I said, was for the kids and for the teachers who use my videos in class.
It had nothing to do with the earthquake?
I'm sorry?
It had nothing to do with the earthquake?
No.
Because it was about a year ago, too. So. Yeah,
no. It had nothing to do. It's just a pure coincidence. And then I started the day vlogging thing because I got a lot of requests from a lot of people saying that, there are a lot of foreigners who are talking about Japan and have you ever checked out their channels and what have you? And I was like, yeah, but it's like my main pet peeve, okay, with the foreigners who vlog, okay, they start their videos off like Japanese people, blah, 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 blah. or in Japan, Japanese people are blah 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 blah. I mean, you can't do that. I mean, you can't talk about Japanese people as a whole nation of people who do that. You know,
Just like you can't talk about Latinos or Americans.
there you go. That's it. That's it. You know, and I see how a lot of people in Tokyo who are blogging, and Osaka, and even farther up north, like Hokkaido and what have you, and they give them their perspective of what's going on in their towns, but it's totally different down here in the south. You know.
So where are you? I don't think my viewers know where you are.
I'm in Kumamoto.
Kumamoto, that's Kyushu.
Right in the middle of Kyushu. Right in the middle of Kyushu.
Okay.
So that's probably my main complaint about some of the bloggers that.
Tino, let's jump into it. Actually, Tino and I have been talking about this. We actually both of us had some complaints about a couple of different videos that we saw that we kind of connected on. Right. One of them was the Canadian guy who bitched about there's no jobs in Japan.
That dude was mental.
So I don't think he's a malicious guy. I think he believes what he says.
Yeah.
But that doesn't say much. I mean, I think Rick Santorum also believes what he says, and that kind of scares me. So.
Okay. Yeah.
So but I think he's wrong. People come, people go. There are always jobs.
Definitely.
Always jobs. My brother's here in Nagoya as well. I'm in Nagoya, and he hired 2 teachers this month. So.
Okay.
But I will agree with the guy in that the English teaching racket isn't what it used to be. Because you remember when you and I came right after the bubble, and a lot of people don't even know the bubble existed, but there was a time here in Japan where you could make a fortune doing this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And at my peak, or like 3 years after I got here, I was making $7,000 a month, and I had the life, you know. It was not a hard work. It was just easy.
Yeah.
I had a couple classes where I was getting 12,000 yen an hour.
Yeah.
Privates, I had 3 of those, and you could live off that alone. And on top of that, I had a salary, and I had a bonus, and I had 2 months vacation a year, and 5 days a week work. So it was sweet. And before I came, it was even better, right?
Yeah.
You missed it too, right? You missed the bubble.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like it was basically the same thing. Like we were talking about earlier, it's like we basically came on the same boat,
right.
So to speak, and we did a lot of the same things, And you got me there?
What do you mean?
You with me?
Yeah.
It's like we went into one of the more prestigious eikaiwa companies out here, and we made a lot of money there, and we decided to go off and do our own thing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was a head teacher at a big school, which I won't mention, and then I decided to branch off and make my own school. You did the same. You got your own place.
It's exactly the same way,
Right.
But it was for me. It was the Japanese. When I first came out here, it was like it was just a trial run. I just wanted to learn the Japanese.
Yeah, me too. That's the reason I wanted to see because I speak Spanish. I thought, can I pick up another language? I was curious to see.
But I was going to only be here for a year. But that
Me too, exactly. But I met a woman. Why did you stay?
The job.
Okay.
I know it sounds corny, but it was the job, dude. Because you know what? You realize this, dude, it's like every child that we come across, every child that we mentor, we teach, or every adult, as a matter of fact, they are going to either like English or hate English because of us. You know what I'm saying? And it was that was the reason they kept me here. It was because I had something really going, and I found my groove, so to speak, and it was like I was really good at it,
Right.
But my main problem was I couldn't speak the language when I first got at it.
Well, neither could I.
And I just buckled down, and working for the eikaiwa, you really don't have to learn.
No, you really don't need Japanese to come.
Yeah,
to Japan.
you don't. And as a matter of fact, they kind of they kind of tell you don't use Japanese.
Don't let the kids know you speak Japanese, right?
Yeah. So I was like, but it was like I'd go into a class and not using Japanese, Victor. I know you know what I'm talking about. It's like talking to a brick wall. It's like all English is like. You can't really expect them to understand or absorb anything that you're saying to them.
Right.
I was like, oh, this is not working. So I started to use a little Japanese in the class, and the response was totally different,
Right, yeah.
But that's what got me here, and that's what kept me here. You know, it was the job. I know it sounds corny, but it was the job.
No, well, I mean, I stayed here for a woman. That's kind of corny too, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. It's not bad, but we broke up eventually, and I went on, and I stayed here. I stayed here because I had established a life, you know. So
Yeah.
and then time passed. But were you married when you got here?
Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
Oh, you were already married. Well,
Yeah. And we did the marriage thing, but that really didn't work out. And then I got married again. And
that reminds me of Wardmoth Strat.
oh, really?
Yeah, the same thing with him.
Okay, yeah.
I hope that's public information, but
this is my second marriage, so
oh really?
hopefully this will work out. You know.
Well, you're beating me. I'm only on one. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, listen. The other thing we want to talk about is we wanted both of us, right, Tino?
Yeah.
You don't. Let's get cut to the chase. You don't like Tokyo Sam.
You know what? I feel sorry for the dude. You know, it's he's just a big kid. You know, and he has a lot of potential. Granted.
Oh well, yeah. Well, he's learned Japanese. You got to give him that. He's actually he really buckled hard and did study hard. He's picked it up. But I was talking to another J vlogger, I won't mention who, but he said, you know, in the beginning, that's something that you can say, hey, well, at least you learned Japanese. But after 6 years, that's like not a big deal anymore.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really balance out any negatives that he might have. So.
No, but like I said, man, he's I kind of feel sorry for the dude. You know, I think he's trying too hard to be something that he's not.
You mean black?
That's one of the what is that? You know,
I don't know.
Stay black. What is that thing? You know, why does he say that?
I don't know. You know what? In the beginning, it bugged the hell out of me, but I kind of I learned to just ignore it because I didn't understand it. But if I think about it too much, it'll just be like, yeah, I don't get it either. But if we agree that race is unimportant, then you know, then it really isn't important.
No, I'm from LA, and I think it is important. Really, I think it is. I mean, for a white dude to say "stay black," I mean, what does he mean by doing that? I mean, I really don't know, but I don't know. I was hoping that you could tell me where that came from.
I don't know. He does have quite a few black friends, and no one has ever accused him. Actually, no one who knows him would ever think he's racist.
Okay.
So
I really don't. I don't really get that either. But like I said, you know, the first statement where I said he's trying to be something he's not, and that just fortifies that comment. You know.
Well, here's what I would say about Tokyo Sam, and this is I think this sums it up. I love the guy because I've met him. He's a good guy, but I would never suggest anyone be like him. He's not a good role model.
I agree with you. I really, especially when he talks about the teaching industry, the way he does. You know, he just gives people, you know, wrong ideas about what it is to be an English teacher out here. And you know, he's going about it all wrong. He really is. Like there was this one video that he put up where he was saying that he's going to an interview that he already has a job for.
Right.
Interview, but he really doesn't understand the Japanese mentality. He doesn't really understand why he's going for that interview because he has to renew that contract. But what they're doing is they're looking to see if there's somebody better than him. So they're opening the doors for other foreigners to come in and show what they got. Right. But if no one comes to him, you know, to answer that call, then they got to pick Sam up again, you know. But
That's a good point. That's a good point. So actually, the fact that they're interviewing people at all is actually saying, well, Sam, if you don't really fuck up this interview, we'll give you the job.
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
I
Whether a year or two, it doesn't matter. But they're still going to do this protocol.
I partially respect. Well, I don't know if respect is the right word, but I guess maybe admire partially his attempt to be idealistic and that he refuses to bend, so to speak. But I think you also have to have a. Well, I think most people would fail in doing what he's doing. I would say that his path is a path of failure, that he has somehow managed not to fall off the bridge that he's walking on. Because it seems like any other person doing what he's doing, you know, with refusing to dye his hair, like he dyes his hair blonde for some bizarre reason.
Okay.
Right? He grows his beard. He doesn't lose any weight. I mean, not that being fat is a crime, but
No, it's not. It's not.
No, but obviously he wants to lose weight. He's made a few videos of it, and he can't. So
No.
in that respect, it is a failure.
Yeah.
Not that I've succeeded myself completely, but
No, it's funny that you mentioned that. It's funny that you mentioned that because I run into, I don't know how they get to my channel, but his videos they come up. I recently saw the one where he's got his girlfriend, where she's not actually in the video, but
she's on
there.
the side, yeah.
Yeah, and my wife and I, we were looking at that together. She was like,
she's on Facebook, and I saw her, and she's very cute.
Okay,
yeah.
But my wife was like, how in the hell is he getting laid? But I was like, no, you can't do it like that. But this is that guy, right? I'm like, yeah, this is the guy. But
that's the thing about Tokyo Sam that also offers hope, because people like the Canada guy who say you can't find a job in Japan.
Yeah.
Tokyo Sam's got a job, right?
Yeah.
He's got lots of jobs apparently, right?
Right.
And people who say you got to be thin, you got to be in shape, Well, look at Tokyo Sam, The guy's got girls, he's got something. So there's obviously something he's doing right, but
if he could display just a little bit more maturity on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people would respect him more. And what's with the language, dude? It's like he used the F word like every 5 seconds.
Someone else mentioned that to me today. They said, it looks like he's trying to say it every other word, and it just doesn't feel natural. I say fuck as well, but I don't use it too much, and I don't use it frivolously.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like I said, man, he's young. He's got a lot to learn, and I don't know. His videos, they really don't appeal to me. They really don't. When I saw his this juice fasting thing, I thought he was a really cool guy. For
the juice fasting video, right?
Yeah. For going online and telling everybody.
Yeah, I thought he had a lot of balls to go online and say, "I'm going to lose all this weight," because you're just asking for for trolls, and you're asking for failure. For people to rejoice at your failure when you do that.
And then for him to come back and make another video saying, "This is why I'm not gonna announce, that I'm gonna lose weight on YouTube anymore." I mean, what the hell is that about? If you fail, just F it, just leave it in the past and move on. What do you care what people think about you anyway? I think you're an asshole, but that's just my opinion. But you don't really have to lose any sleep over it. Okay. But yeah.
Let me speak in defense of Tokyo Sam. My wife doesn't like a lot of foreigners because of the way they act. Okay. But she met Tokyo Sam, and she thought he's just funny. He's just a funny guy. She really enjoyed him. She likes the guy, and my wife doesn't like a lot of guys, and a lot of girls that she meets. Right? And that doesn't, it's 50-50 with her, but he's got her vote anyway. But in summary, one thing that bothered me was he seems to find an excuse to live the way he lives. Yeah. And it would be fine if he said, this would be better for me, in my mind, if he just said, fuck it, I know this is wrong, but I don't give a shit, and I'm going to do it this way. That would be more honest to me. But to me, definitely. It seems like he's kind of lying by bringing up bullshit excuses to live the way he wants to live.
Yeah.
Like oh, my friends called me McDonald's, so I started eating.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a lame excuse. That's not. Yeah. That's Or he talked about quitting the school. He was an ALT or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he said you can't teach anybody 1 hour a week. Well, you're wrong, because you can, because I've done it.
I do it every day.
And I've done it with kids who don't want to learn, but I've somehow gotten past their retinence, their resistance, and blame the beer. And I've accomplished something, and I've gotten kids, who've come back, years later and said, "Hey, I really learned a lot, and thanks to you, I got my TOEIC score up, et cetera, et cetera."
Yeah.
And I'm proud of the effects I've had. And the thing is, I know Sam he's proud too, because he's made videos saying, "I affected this kid, I touched this kid."
Yeah.
And it's not, he made this bullshit excuse about, well, I just want to show the Japanese kids that gaijin are not all, people who can't speak Japanese. But that's not your fucking job. Your job is not to go in there and create an image of what gaijin in your mind should look like to the Japanese people. Your mind is to fucking teach English.
Yeah.
Your mind is to get some English into their brains, not to create this international concept of what the ideal gaijin is. Because, to be honest, most gaijin are the way he doesn't want them to be portrayed as, which is non-Japanese speaking doofuses, you know?
Yeah, a lot of them are. You know,
There's
a lot
nothing
of them
wrong with
are.
that
But,
even. You know, I got friends who are like that, but
yeah.
it's not Tokyo Sam's job to go into the classroom and try to change that image. He's not being paid for that.
Yeah. But like I said, you know, in the beginning, where every kid that you come across, you know, they're going to either like English or hate English because of you. And because of the fact that he's in that industry, but then again, he's an ALT. So I kind of feel kind of safe because they put him off in the corner, okay? And when there's nothing to do, just leave him in here. Oh, well, you know, he's got nothing to do. Let's send him in that room to talk to the little girl over there or something like that. You know, get him out of the way for a little bit. You know, because you know that's if you don't put in the work, they don't give you the responsibility to do anything else. You know what I'm saying? And it's like with him, it's like I would hate to have my child learn from him because of his attitude and the way he speaks about the industry. It's not all that he says it is.
Well, according to his video, they wouldn't be learning much because he's speaking Japanese mostly. So
yeah.
So whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But to his credit, he is a nice guy actually. And if you get to meet him someday, you'll see that, you know.
I would love to meet him. I really would. I really love.
But you know what? You know what? The other thing about him is that he talks a lot of shit.
Okay.
But he's a sensitive guy. This video is gonna bug him.
Okay.
But you know, Sam, I know you're watching this. You talk a lot of shit. You deserve to hear a lot of shit.
Yeah, man. But you know,
and I'm your friend. I mean, Tino doesn't know you, but I'm your friend.
Yeah.
I'm disagreeing with you publicly, and you can leave shitty comments on my videos, which you do already anyway, and I'm okay with it.
Oh, you get a gang of haters on your videos. You know, it's pretty funny to read, though. You know.
Oh, but I like tangling with them. But half the time, you know, I got a book. I met Fureto-san, this Brazilian, yesterday, and he gave me this book, and it's called "Ignore Everybody."
Mm-hmm.
Basically, do whatever the hell you want. And I'm thinking, I was actually thinking that when he gave me the book. So maybe it's
words to live by.
I like making the videos that I make, and a lot of people like them, but a lot of people are pushy about them. A lot of people demanding, and I'm just gonna have to say I'm sorry, but I'm gonna make the videos I make, and if you like them, great, thank you. But if you don't, well, then expect to be reamed in the comment section because I like doing it. I like typing quick.
Yeah, I see that you do. Yeah, but you know, Mike, like I said though, you know, if he would, you know, if a lot of the vloggers would just not start their videos with that same sentence, you know, Japanese people are this way, you know.
Let's jump quickly because we're running out of time. I got a class in 10 minutes, but there's someone else who's new, and I actually want to. You're new, kind of in a way. I want my viewers to know that hey, I respect this guy, Tino. MexicanSamurai100. He makes good videos. You may not be interested in every particular video, but this guy has integrity, which is a thing that you cannot say about a lot of people. Maybe even myself, but this guy has integrity. I have a lot of respect for this guy. So check out his channel. He's definitely worth a sub. Another person I'm very interested in who's new and coming up is a guy named and by chance is Mexican. You're Mexican, right?
Yeah.
Now, personally, I don't really identify. I'm Latino. I'm Peruvian born, but I do not identify myself with that label as Latino. Okay. I'm American in my mind. You know. Okay. How do you see yourself? American, Mexican, Mexican American?
I am Latino American. I'm Mexican American.
Mexican American.
I'm Mexican American.
Okay. So we have this new guy.
Red, white, blue.
What?
You cut me on red, white, and blue, but I represent my family, okay, and my heritage. And my Latino community, okay, with pride. But I also, hey, like I said, you cut me, I'm red, white, and blue.
Right. Yeah. Me too. I'm proud to be an American. I'm not going to shove it in your face. But I have no intent. I just got my AJUCAN. You got that too, right?
Yeah.
So you got it before me. I just applied for it yesterday. I don't see any reason I wouldn't get it. But I have no. People ask me, don't you ever want to be Japanese? No. I have no intention of ever being anything but American.
You know what? We never could be Japanese.
No, we can't. I don't even want to. I mean, I'm fine. I'm quite happy.
And that's why, it kind of bugs me. A lot of foreigners, they get bent out of shape when they're recognized as foreigners and Japanese people. Whatever they do, however long they've been here, a lot of Japanese, they still call them gaijin, and they get bent out of shape about that, I
I'm
love
fine.
my gaijin-ness,
I'm fine.
What that means is that, like, it's them saying that you're still different from us, and there's nothing to be ashamed about that,
Hey, quickly about that, regarding that topic. Back in America, I was always asked, "Where are you really from? Where are you really from? Are you Mexican? Are you Cuban? Are you Puerto Rican?" Nobody ever thought it was proving because they don't know. They don't even know what Peru is. If you say Peru, they're like, "What do they speak down there?" They have no idea. So it's Spanish, by the way.
Yeah.
But in the States, it was the same. I always got the "Where are you really from?" question, but which felt annoying more in the States because I'm American.
Okay.
Right? But in Japan, you ask me that, it doesn't bother me because I'm obviously not Japanese. So I'm quite forgiving when it comes to that. So I actually feel more comfortable here with that question. I don't feel any, I felt more racism in the States than I did here. Getting called a dirty Cuban in Florida, or getting called a Puerto Rican in New York City, or Mexican in California,
Yeah.
I mean, as an insult, But it was always off, which always kind of annoyed me. But in Japan, if they ever call me a dirty gaijin, at least they're right.
Yeah, but you know what? It's like here, but like in the States, we knew when we were just like.
Right.
Okay, so you can see it. They tell you sometimes, okay? But here, you can't tell.
You can't tell.
You cannot tell. They will look at you. A lot of people, okay, I can't say they, but a lot of people, okay, in my experiences, okay, they will look at you, they will smile, they will talk really, really nice, but then when they turn their backs, they will cut you up, okay, and talk about you in negative ways. And I'm not used to that. I'm really not. I mean, if you don't like me, show me or tell me. Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Really?
I'm okay with people telling me to my face.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
But here, it got some use. It took me a while to get used to. It really did. It took me a while to get used to it.
Yeah, it's annoying, but if it's not rude though. I mean, it's the same thing happens in the States too.
Yeah.
And it also happens in the States. And the thing is, you know the story. Well, you just made a video on that. The kid, Trayvon.
Yeah, Trayvon Martin.
Fuck! They killed the guy.
Yeah.
They killed the guy. No one gets killed in Japan because they're anything. I mean, rare. I mean, I'm sure it's happened, but not like in the States.
No.
So yeah, people may talk about you bad here behind your back, but no one's gonna fucking shoot you. So
no.
So you can say all you want about the Japanese, but at least
they might stab you though.
Well, listen, before we go, Mexican geisha, Mexican, what's his name? The Mexican geisha? Is it the Mexican geisha?
No, the Mexican geisha.
Anyway, we'll put his link in the description. I like the guy. I'm looking forward to seeing his videos. To be honest, though, he's made a couple of videos now that he's come to Japan that kind of annoyed me a little bit because he's talked about how he thinks that the Japanese companies that he's training with. Well, first of all, I'm surprised he made that video criticizing his company.
Yeah.
If you ask me, it's a video you shouldn't make.
Yeah. But you know what? I respect him for having the balls to come out and say something like that, though. I can't. I'm sorry, dude. I can't say anything bad about him. I really can't.
No, I don't want you to say anything bad about him. I like the guy, but I was kind of annoyed by the video. I was raised a bigot. Okay, I was raised in the South, and my gut reaction with this, and my subscribers are not gonna like this. I thought, I don't mind that you're gay, but do you have to be? Was my I don't know if you understand that, but he seemed like he was being a and I know that's also PC, not correct, about the Japanese companies. The way they trained him, he thought was too harsh, and they didn't compliment me, and I thought, dude, you're here to work, I mean.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people say that though. I know this other guy. As a matter of fact, I went to meet him up in Fukuoka. He was down over the weekend doing a training gig down. He was doing a training thing in Fukuoka. I went to go meet him.
Interact, you mean?
Yeah.
Because we have Interact in Nagoya, and I know a lot of people who work for Interact, and they in the past, like 20 years ago, there was a scandal where they couldn't pay their teachers on time.
We're paying their teachers. Yeah, I remember that.
But I've never heard anything like what he's talking about.
No, dude, this other guy I was talking to, he confirmed it.
Oh, really?
They were like drill sergeants. It was crazy. They put you down. They never brought you up. They put you down and they left you there. They actually just made some guys quit. You know, I think 2 guys quit. You know, because of the training. And then the second half, after they went to their respective areas where they're going to be teaching, they continued the training there. And there was nothing like the first week, they were telling me. There was nothing like the first week.
Okay, well, let me retract my statements. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Because I've known Interact teachers, and I still know Interact teachers here who on YouTube who have never mentioned anything like that at all.
Really? I know. No, but
my roommate worked there. He never mentioned that to me.
Yeah, but like in respect to the Mexican gay, if he says it, you know,
you believe it?
Yeah, it's true. It really, because I know the guy personally. I do.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I do. He's a personal friend of mine, and if he says it, and he was that worked up about it, it's true.
Well, okay, I will retract my statements. But he did say it's unacceptable. But the word unacceptable means you can't accept it, but he's still with the company, so it's obviously not unacceptable. It was just harsh.
Yeah, it was harsh. It was
harsh. It wasn't unacceptable. I'm a little bit nitpicky about words like that. When you say it's unacceptable, you should fucking leave the company if that's what you think. But
yeah.
But okay, I understand. I'll retract it. But he's a good guy to watch, and it's going to be very interesting watching him because he's just come to Japan. So if anyone is interested in seeing a new, and actually he's going to be talking a lot about the gay life in Japan. That's one of his intentions, he said.
I'm looking forward to that too.
I look forward to that too because you have very few people who talk about it. There are other homosexuals here on YouTube as well who are privately gay, but they don't come out on camera.
Yeah.
They don't make it a big point, but
not like he does.
And I applaud that actually.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think Japan has to have more people like that to, actually in their face because they're quite homophobic here.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the personal everyday level, right?
Yeah.
And another new guy coming is a guy named the Cajun Gaijin, who's not here yet, but he'll be here next month, and he's coming to Nagoya too. So it'll be interesting to see how he adapts to everything.
Oh, definitely.
So check them out too. But anyway, we're going to wrap this up. Long video. Thanks everyone for watching. This is again Tino, the Mexican Samurai 100.
Come check me out.
A man with integrity, and from the looks of him, probably could beat my ass, which is another reason I'm that kind of guy. I look in the room like, oh, that guy kicked my ass.
No, but you can put me. You can put me in your book under backup. Okay, you
All
can
right.
follow me. No.
All right, thanks a lot. And we're going to be talking again soon.
Oh, definitely.
Actually, I'm thinking we should make these videos about teaching, how to teach, because we both have a lot of good ideas.
Oh, definitely.
And I'm learning from this guy, and well, I haven't put anything out there yet, but I think I could teach you a trick or two.
Yeah, but you know what? We should talk about other things as well.
About what?
Oh, we should talk about other topics as well. I think it'll be really good.
Oh yeah. Well, old timers like us,
Oh yeah, definitely.
We'll bend the young folks' ears, as they say. But,
that's it.
Anyway, everyone, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye.
Peace.